Is that a universal army then, so anybody can get into it?
Yeah.
Whereas this is custom to the individual.
It's bespoke armour.
Yeah.
And that's Fat Bloke's armour.
Oh no! Should we sort out?
I think I think it was a wrong terminology.
I'm getting that.
Morning folks, and welcome to the second day of the official Northumberland 250 trip we're doing. Last night we were here at the Black Bull Inn in Berwick.
And today we're heading to the northernmost point of the Northumberland 250, which is Berwick upon Tweed, before then turning south, skirting around the edge of the Northumberland National Park, crossing into Scotland, then back into England, before riding the amazing Kielder Forest Drive, and then heading for our final stop of the day in the Gun Inn in Ridsdale. Berwick upon Tweed sounds Scottish, but it's actually the most northerly town in England. The town has a checkered history. Its position on the north bank of the River Tweed, long held to be the nominal border between the two countries, led to the town changing hands no fewer than 14 times in the 2 centuries up to 1482. Since then, it's remained English.
I can see it all clear from above, looking back on it all. Maybe I can see what was broken. Ooh, but it's a lonely calling. Yeah, it's a lonely
Pennine Way folks, and it starts here where we are now in this village of Kirk, Yetholm, and it goes all the way down 268 miles down to Derbyshire.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within, calling this heavy load got under your skin. Howling, you got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for collision in the night to reach
miles. That's England over there. And over there, Scotland.
So here we are, Northern Europe's largest man-made lake and England's largest forest, home to Kielder Forest Drive.
You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feet bottled up inside, heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die.
I'd heard a lot about the Kielder Forest Drive and was really eager to do it. It seemed like a great way to spend an afternoon, pleasantly riding through Kielder Forest. And then when we got to the actual start of the drive, things suddenly changed. That pleasant, friendly tarmac turned into a gravel road that actually went on for something like 12 miles. It's also one of England's highest roads, cresting at over 1,500 feet. It's a long time since I've ridden extensively on gravel, probably going back to the Dalton Highway, but I was more concerned with how Sue was feeling.
Bri had been talking about the ride through the Kielder Forest since the start of the trip, so I was actually quite looking forward to a gentle saunter through a few miles of tree-lined road. Now, if you've watched our other videos, you'll know we don't tend to wander far from at least half made-up roads, so this was an surprise. Hey ho, ever the optimist, I decided it'd be a good opportunity to put my relatively new bike, my gravel riding skills and my bladder to the test, and actually, I quite enjoyed it.
arrived at our destination for today, which is the Gun at Ridsdale, which is a little pub in a little village in the middle of Northumberland. And what a fantastic day's ride it's been.
And now let's check out our room.
And here's our room. Wow, look, it's brand new. Lovely big, looks like king size bed. Plenty of space. Tea and coffee. Lovely, looks like brand new shower area. Hanging space. Yeah. So what do you think, Anne?
I think it looks great.
Yeah.
It's nice and spacious and clean and fresh and new. It's only been open for a little while.
And I just had a quick look at the beers and they look pretty good, but no doubt we'll report more on that later on. First impressions?
Very good.
Very good. Folks, we are at the Gun pub in Ridsdale and the sun's come out at the end of the day. We've had a fantastic day's riding, haven't we?
Yep.
And this is an amazing pub. It's a community owned pub. It's been refurbished, it looks beautiful inside and it's got decent ale. So, cheers everybody.
Cheers. That's lovely. Thank you very much.
Cooked steaks.
There we are. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we are at the magnificent Gun in Ridsdale, and this is Louise, who's the manager of the community pub. So how did it happen, Louise?
Well, the pub was going to get sold, the people who had it beforehand, and obviously the village didn't want to lose a pub because it's the only thing they've got. So they all got together and it was like crowdfunding, so it was like money from all over the world literally came in.
All over the world, not just locally?
Oh no, just everywhere.
How did you market it? Did you put it in the press?
Go online, and then there was just, I think it was in the space of a few weeks, they just realised, oh my God, we're getting all this money in. But it was literally everywhere. It was like, you know, China, and I think it was like as far as like New Zealand, so it was like massive space.
Did Ian Rankin have something to do with this as well? The writer?
Yes, he did. Yeah. Helped get it out there.
Promote it?
Yeah, for more people to know.
How long did it take?
They bought it. It was March when we went to the first lockdown, and then it was like literally that year, which so really it helped them having the lockdown because obviously everybody wasn't working and they all just came in and did it, just basically put the hours in for free.
Fantastic.
Did it all again.
It's an amazing story. What do you want to say to people who are thinking of doing the Northumberland 250 and are considering trying to find places to stay en route?
Just apart from anything else, the view is just absolutely, and I mean everybody says when they come in, oh my God, the view is fabulous. And it is just a really nice area. Everybody's really friendly, very scenic.
So for anybody considering doing the Northumberland 250, this would be a fantastic place for them to come and stay, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yes.
And even if you're on bikes, there's some gravel there, but there's some odd standing here, which we're parked on.
Anything, you know, if they were coming and they knew, just either ring us or email us, and whatever we can do, we would like try and accommodate you whatever way we can. You know, it's just
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's been a fantastic stay, and thanks for your hospitality.
Thank you very much.
The views from the gun were breathtaking and some of the best we've seen during our travels. It is quite remote, but there's lots of opportunities to enjoy the countryside for the keen walker, and it is a really great location for the Northumberland 250. The room was recently refurbished as part of the pub becoming community owned, and was spacious and bright and beautifully furnished with a king-size bed and a lovely ensuite bathroom. It was spotlessly clean. In fact, the room and corridors still smelled of new carpet. The bar and restaurant are more traditional and cosy. There is an open fireplace and huge picture window overlooking the hillside. Our evening meal was lovely and reasonably priced, and there was a good choice of beer and wine. Remaining COVID restrictions meant we ordered breakfast the night before and had a choice of hot and cold food and the usual coffees and teas. The service was really outstanding, and it was great to see the commitment of the staff clearly working hard to support the pub, which became community facility in 2020. While the pub is on the main A68, there is a small car park at the rear. Most of the parking area is thick gravel, but there is also some paved hard standing where we were able to park the bikes. The Gun was a great choice, and we really enjoyed our stay.
Well, we had a great night here at the Gun last night. Really comfortable room, and we've woken up to beautiful sunshine, and we're off to Hadrian's Wall.
There are lots of places to view the wall, some better than others. But before we made that decision, we thought we'd check out the Roman Fort and Museum, which is pretty close by near Chollerford.
Got our very own Roman soldier too.
Welcome to the Fortress of Kielder. My name is Marcus, and it's 11 o'clock. I'll be showing children how to become a Roman soldier.
That's your first ever live Roman soldier. I think I saw him on Life of Brian.
Chester's Roman Fort is perhaps the best preserved Roman cavalry fort in Britain. It was built in the early 2nd century to guard the point where Hadrian's Wall crossed the River South Tyne. It was occupied for nearly 300 years, and it housed some 500 troops, and in the 3rd century AD was garrisoned by a cavalry regiment from northern Spain. The bathhouse is one of the best preserved Roman military buildings in Britain. It's amazing to think that 2,000 years ago the Romans were using steam rooms. But apart from that, what have the Romans ever done for us?
universal armour then, so anybody can get into it?
Yeah.
Whereas this is custom to the individual. I mean, you could cannibalise it for like spare parts and stuff, but in terms of the actual as a whole set, one person really owns.
So it's bespoke armour.
Yeah.
And that's Fat Bloke's armour.
Should we sort out?
No, I don't mean you. I mean generally. No, I don't mean you. I mean generally. Like if you put weight on.
I think we should sort.
I think it was a wrong terminology.
I'll get this out over here.
I'll get my coat.
Yeah, most legionnaires would like. And I put my armour on yesterday, and Christy, my wife, says it doesn't fit. The funny thing is, about a month ago, I actually put it on and went for a walk up the street. And all my neighbour says he's at it again.
After a fascinating visit to Chester's Roman fort, it was now time to go and find the wall itself. After all, how difficult can it be? It's 73 miles long, and it must be around here somewhere. I'm sure I saw a sign pointing to Hadrian's Wall up here. No, I don't think so. Maybe not. And so our search for the wall continues. But this time I've got a good feeling. This could be it.
This is it, folks. We finally made it. It took a while to get here, but here we are.
Hadrian's Wall was the northwest frontier of the Roman Empire for nearly 300 years, and at 73 miles long it crossed northern Britain from Wallsend on the River Tyne in the east to Bo'ness in the west. It took about 6 years to complete, and it was basically built to separate the barbarians in the north from the Romans. High up in the North Pennines, Alston claims to be the highest market settlement in England, being about 1,000 feet above sea level. It's also remote. It's about 20 miles from the nearest town. I knew that it had a steep cobbled main street with a distinctive market cross and lots of buildings dated from the 17th century, so we were looking forward to exploring it later in the day. But right now, it was petrol time. so it was a good job we had a full tank for the long ride to our accommodation.
So we're here at the Cumberland Inn in Alston. Well, it's quite a big, spacious, light room with a view of the Saturday football. Spare bed there to dump all our stuff, and bathroom with a tub, again very bright, not ultra modern like yesterday, in fact completely different, as we can see. But one night only. So this is the historic town of Alston. As you can see, beautifully restored. And apparently they did film Oliver Twist. So that's where you go to get your eyes tested. Somebody said they filmed Oliver Twist somewhere around here.
That's right.
Whereabouts is it?
Yeah, just down the road there.
Really?
Yeah, if you look in the bookshop, there's some pictures in there.
So Oliver Twist was filmed inside this building. Yeah. Did they use any of the outside as well? Like
they used lots of it. They got all the locals to dress up as well.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, folks. Oliver Twist. So that was the historic Alston, where Oliver Twist was filmed before the town planners got involved and ruined it for everybody. No, I think I'll have a pint of the Blonde Star, please.
You want to try that as well?
No, I'll have a pint, please. Can you tell me what it is?
It's a Siberian goshawk.
So what do you do with it?
I hunt.
You hunt with it?
Aye. Rabbit, hare, jackdaws.
How long did it take you to train it?
Well, I've been doing falconry for 35 years. It generally takes me about 10 days to train it.
We've had a Labrador for 5 years. I can barely train it to do anything.
That's the best stats I've ever had, mate.
He's just a loony. There you go, that's from the chap who...
I know, it was very kind.
Do you want me to take it up?
Some fish pie and pink enchiladas.
So apart from the special appearance of the Siberian goshawk, how would we rate the Cumberland Inn?
Alston is a lovely little town, on a route commonly described by bikers as amazing. Sadly, the long-term road closures in the town meant significant diversions. It was having a very negative impact on the locals, to the point where businesses are closing, and you can't help but feel quite sorry for them. The road is anticipated to reopen at the end of November 2021. You know when you arrive at your accommodation and you wonder how all the things you're seeing got past you when you were booking? Well, that's the Cumberland Inn. We stayed at places that need a bit of a facelift before, but this place is in serious need of some TLC. It's pretty shabby from the outside, which makes your heart sink a bit, and on entering, things don't really improve. The place looks very neglected and the carpet is in serious need of replacement, or at least a blooming good clean. The room we were in was bright and very spacious, but on closer inspection was also very tired and really needs redecorating. Other than the bath, which was grubby, there was nothing to suggest the room wasn't well cleaned, but the overall condition didn't create much confidence. The shabby and well-worn bedstead really needs replacing, and the chip paintwork needs repainting. The seating area outside was nice and overlooked lovely countryside, enhanced by the lovely evening sunshine. The food was okay, nothing special, but reasonably priced, and there was a good choice of wine and beer. The people were friendly enough, and the owner kindly moved his car to enable us to park the bikes, but the secure parking turned out to be overgrown driveway, which being located on the main road was only marginally better than on-road parking. We've generally been so fortunate in the places we've stayed. Maybe this just didn't look great by comparison.